Hi, I'm Herb Brooks, and this is Darren Decker. We both specialize in gas chromatography at Agilent. Darren is the application specialist, and I'm a service engineer. The next GC troubleshooting topic, Darren and I are going to talk about peak fronting. Darren, take it away.
Okay, let's look at a chromatogram to see what we're talking about.
Fronting peaks.
Yep, fronting peaks. Like most GC troubleshooting, there are a number of possible causes to consider. Column overload is most likely the cause of this issue. It's usually the case, I'd say, for 80% of the things I've seen. The solution? Easy. Just reduce the mass amount of the analyte onto the column. Either decrease the injection volume, dilute the sample, increase the split ratio, etc. Herb, I bet you can guess what the next most common reason for fronting peaks is.
Improper column installation.
Bingo. In this case, the flow path to the column might be compromised, and just reinstalling the column might fix your problem. In another video, we demonstrated how to install a column correctly. You can review that process looking at this link here.
Another thing to look at is how you're injecting the sample. If you're not using an auto injector and injecting large volumes manually, your injecting technique could be the problem. Volume and speed will be keys. If a large volume is loaded too fast into the inlet, this can cause fronting. Auto injectors prevent most of these issues.
Sometimes, especially if you're running trace compounds, the compound is very soluble in the injection solvent. This is something we call the reverse solvent effect. Using retention gap is the best advice.
I've seen customers that have issues with mixed sample solvents.
Yes, it's worse for solvents with large differences in polarity or boiling points. You could even get peak splitting. Again, a retention gap is your best strategy if you can't change to a different solvent.
So, I think we've covered the list for fronting peaks. Let's recap. First, look for column overloading. Next, check your column, reinstall it, and make sure it's positioned correctly. If you're injecting large volumes manually, be consistent with the volume and the speed as possible. And last, check your injection solvent. If you think there might be reverse solvent effect, change your solvent or use a retention gap. Let's move on.
How about tailing peaks?
That sounds good.